Today brings in a time when conversations become charged with emotion, pushing us to uncover what lies beneath the surface and to embrace profound personal growth. It's a day where we can break free from limiting beliefs, engage in deep and honest discussions, and emerge stronger, more confident because of these things. We will gain insight on how to utilize our voice and create a brighter and more prosperous tomorrow. Absolutely. So join me as we embark on a journey of self-discovery, unlocking your path to success, gaining an understanding of how to embrace this energy and move forward today and every day. So hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all of the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. I send it right back to you. Welcome to your daily focus, July the 3rd, 2024. So we'll start with the numerology. Today we have the energy of 3. 3 is about transformation. 3 is our voice. 3 is our curiosity. 3 is our growth, our desire to learn. And if we look at the daily numerology, it would be a 7 plus a 3 plus an 8. That gives us an 18. And the 18 is about our inner happiness, our joy, our celebration of who we are, of what makes us tick, what makes us enthusiastic, what fills us with passion and desire. And to getting to know ourselves a little bit better on what and how to bring in the consistency of happiness, joy, love, celebration in our lives. 1 plus 8 is a 9. The 9 energy is about completions, endings, absolutely. But more importantly, it's because of why we are getting rid of, why we are putting certain things in the rearview mirror. And our intention is to make room for the new beginnings, the new starts, to start to change our habits, our behaviors, our environments, our outlook, our thinking, our processes, to invite in the new energy, the new successes, the new things that we want to make tangible or real in our life. Sun is in Cancer, Moon is in Gemini, and Mercury wastes no time, gets into Leo, and now it's opposite Pluto in the sky today. So with Mercury being involved, once again, it is the power of our voice. Conversations today could be quite powerful, quite intense. Power struggles, deeply held beliefs and opinions can come to the surface. And through these conversations, we could uncover underlying problems and secrets, things that, this is the true reason why this is happening. It's like we figure out that we've just been putting a Band-Aid on something rather than getting to the heart of the problem and working from that to really clear the air or to move forward in new directions. Our voice could definitely be a catalyst for profound transformation in our lives. We need to stay honest and open in our discussions, and that will lead to significant growth. I've got like a Dylan hair or something. It's driving me nuts. That could lead to definitely wonderful growth within ourselves, within our relationships. It could be a time when we discard old patterns or maybe some limiting belief and start to embrace new ways forward. And we have to be careful, once again, to avoid any kind of power struggles or manipulative behavior. Think before you speak. Choose your words carefully. Aim for clear dialogue, respectful dialogue. But I think under this energy, the most important conversation you will have is with yourself. So take some time over the next several days to have that inner dialogue with seemingly yourself, okay? Through self-reflection, through journaling. You are empowered right now to confront hidden truths and bring in tremendous personal growth. Okay, let's turn to the cards. Okay, underlying energy for today is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups tells us that we have to come to the realization that we need to change things in our life in order to experience new experiences, new joys, new celebrations. And we can't possibly do this if we keep repeating the same patterns over and over in our life. The routines, the rituals we do day in, day out without even realizing it. The things that make us feel safe, confident, but also leave us in a rut. So this is a card that says that we need to move away from our comfort zones, some of the things that we enjoy in our life, in order to go forward and embrace new experiences. So those cups definitely represent the things that we love, the things we lean on, the things that make us feel safe, content. But they do also limit us for us to take steps forward in our life. New beginnings, new start, because they look uncomfortable. It doesn't look like it'll be easy peasy for us to actually step into that energy, and so we resist. We stay in our comfort zones. So this is where we start to look at branching away from or out of our comfort zones. Our first card is the Eight of Pentacles. Wow, a lot of pentacles on the boards these days, people. Abundance, prosperity, abundance, prosperity. And really grounding yourself, really being strong in who you are. Okay, Pentacles is a very grounding and strong, balanced energy to move forward in. So we're really being gifted with all the pentacles that have been popping up throughout the last several days. The Eight of Pentacles is about really seeing your accomplishments, seeing your successes of the past, understanding your capabilities, taking, credit for them too. I hear so many people when, you give them a compliment of like, wow, you did that? This is amazing. And, oh, it was kind of easy, you do it a couple of times. It really is something that anybody can do. And you diminish it, you belittle it, you tear it down. Do not do that. It is wonderful because that is who you are, and you have that talent. You have that ability. Everybody does not. And no matter how much they try, not everybody is going to. We can all sit down and play the piano, right? We can do chopsticks, bum, 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 or we can be a Beethoven or something. We all have different degrees of authentic talent and creativity, and we need to take ownership of what we can do and how well we can do it. We need to really see ourselves for who we truly are. Not, and I'm going to take that word humble and throw it right away here. It's not a time to be humble about who you are, especially in this interaction with yourself. Because here we have two portals, okay? We have this one here. The curtains are ready to be drawn. That is our yesterday. But there is still a light there telling us that we need to reflect on some of the things that have happened in our past that have proven to ourselves that we are capable, that we are deserving, that we are strong, that we are talented. And now we stand in front of the other portal, admiring our work, admiring ourselves, our successes, and raising the bar on who we are as we go forward through that next dimension, that next level of accomplishment that we are going into, that next path opening up to us. We raise the bar on our potential. We know we can have more vitality or energy or time, or maybe be able to put more resources towards a passion, a dream, a desire to make it a part of our reality going forward. We have the Ace of Cups, so it's all about embracing a passion, a dream, a desire. It really is. It's about going to your heart center and what truly motivates you, what sets you on fire, what ignites your enthusiasm, your and being inspired. What ignites your inspiration? To allow your creativity to flow, to allow your authentic self to step out and take charge. So this is about embracing new passions, new dreams, new desires, or it could be a passion, a dream, a desire that you've always held within, and you're finally ready to embrace it and bring it out into the forefront and go after it with a determination, with a strength. We also have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is, I love the way the artist has done the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands, here we are, we carry our obligations, our responsibilities forward with us. And because of all of our obligations and responsibilities, sometimes it's very hard to find the time, the energy, or the resources for our own walk, our own path forward. So we need to stop and we need to understand what we are actually taking forward with us. We need to stop and we need to reflect on what has potential for growth, which many of these wands do, and what is just deadwood. What we need to discard, what we need to leave in the rearview mirror, where we need to put completions or endings or maybe perhaps healing in place in order to leave that in the past and move forward. To stop the struggle of each step, but to walk with a sense of liberation, with a sense of freedom. We'll get an oracle card. And we have contemplation 29, which is the 11 energy. 29 usually denotes we're going to have some kind of challenge come at us where we'll have to make quick and wise decisions on how to go forward, which opens up doors that we never even hoped to believe were waiting for us. Contemplation. I said that having a conversation with yourself, right? The first line here is enjoy your own company. This is a wonderful time for you to reorganize and consider the things you enjoy most in your life. Make a point of spending a little time allowing your mind to wander away from the everyday concerns that occupy your time. Give yourself an opportunity to be inspired. Ruminate on your inner voice and listen to your own counsel. So once again, the most important conversation you may have is with yourself over the next several days. We'll get an animal card before we depart. And we have the deep rest. Look at this. Our little mouse. This was the very first card that I drew when I opened up the deck. So for those of you who do not know the story, you're newer to the channel. Many years ago, my kids gave me this deck as a deck to use in my readings online. And I looked at them and I thought, well, I don't know, like I know a little bit about animals and some of the energies they carry, but not every animal and what animals are in this deck and how do I go about it. And it didn't give me a lot to go on. So I said, hey, everybody, we're going to learn this deck together. And my intention was to discard the book after, a couple of weeks and just talk about the card. But I found that the write-ups for the cards were so unique and inspiring, I didn't want to miss part of the message that the artists had portrayed within the picture, portrayed within the words. So we stayed with it. And I tell you, the first week, I bet you the little mouse came out like 3 times. And then the second week, 2 more times. And I thought, oh my gosh, I've got all these cards in this deck. And it's just the mouse. Well, I'll know the mouse. Okay, our keywords. Lazy, sleep, rest, and meditate. Rest is not idleness, and to lie sometimes on the grass under the tree on a summer's day, listening to the murmur of water, or watching the clouds float across the sky, is by no means a waste of time. Mouse says it's time for you to make some time for laziness. You don't have to be constantly on the go. After all, that is how you become run down. Spend a little time each day or week doing something you enjoy, that is completely frivolous and fun. It could just be an afternoon laying in the hammock, reading a book, watching your favorite old movie, or playing with the kids. This is not a time to begin anything new. It's a time to restore your spirit. Sometimes rest doesn't necessarily have to be sleeping, just quieting your mind. Take some time grounding yourself by taking a yoga class, gardening, fishing, spending time in nature. Spend a few moments each day meditating and just being in the moment. You don't have to physically be at your happy place to go to your happy place. It can simply be within your mind. And the more you practice, the easier it becomes. And it's very true. If you start a meditation practice of any kind, okay, make it so that at the beginning, okay, after a while you can do whatever you want, but at the beginning, try to be in the same place at the same time for the same amount of time. Okay, and what that happens is it gives you some repetition, and then start creating the same scene in your mind over and over again, exact same scene in your mind as you enter. And it could be a room. I've talked about my room that I've made. I've also talked about my beautiful stream in the woods with the deer and the rabbits and the hammock and the the hammock and the bench underneath the apple tree. You know, I've got several places in my mind that I go to depending on why I'm meditating, why I'm going within. And what happens is you find that all of a sudden your mind, your body knows that's where you're going, and it happens faster and faster each and every time. So where you had to spend 5 minutes breathing and relaxing every part of your body and starting to envision it, what happens eventually is a couple of deep breaths, slow breaths, automatically tells your mind that you are going to this place. And so it emerges in your imagination that much easier, and you see it that much clearer, and it makes meditation a heck of a lot nicer. And you can go there and you can do anything. It's your imagination. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You can turn into an orb. You can turn into a butterfly. You can be in this giant bubble of light and go and put yourself out in the middle of the ocean, experiencing the waves, and maybe some dolphins play with you, or whatever you want. Whatever you want. You can fly. You can swim under the water. Whatever you want in your mind. It is your imagination. But so when it's talking about going to your happy place, well, maybe that would be a happy place for you. Why not go swim with the tortoises in your mind? Why not go swim with the whales in your mind? Why not fly with the eagles in your mind? Until we meet again. Oh, did I read the book? Yes, I read the book. Oh my gosh, did I? Yes. That's how we got to it. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I guess a senior moment has happened, guys. You're a witness to it, okay? So be a little bit like the mouse today. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.